So today's topic is using social media to program your subconscious mind. So I love this topic. Actually, I use it every day, every morning, at least every morning, and then most evenings. I have less discipline in the evenings, so I don't use it every night. I try to, but to be honest, I get pretty lazy in the evenings. But for sure, every morning I use this trick to program a subconscious mind every day through social media, and it's really easy and super powerful. Like, it will actually change the way you view the world if you just do it for a few days in a row, which is not given how easy it is. So for you guys that are attending, so just put in the chat one if you've explored your subconscious mind, the power, what it is, all that kind of stuff before. So just let me know if you looked into the power of the subconscious mind at all, or tried to check out what it is, that kind of stuff. And for me, I had to find my chat. So me, absolutely. So me, I've looked at my subconscious mind all the time, and once I figured out the power of this, I really got deep into the stuff. And it's in a ton of books that I read about success, about successful habits, about copying the habits of successful people. And once I learned about this, I've just can't stop getting into it. So let me know if you've checked it out before. So subconscious mind and its power. So we all know about our conscious mind, right? We make decisions every day with our conscious mind. Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I buy this piece? Do I not? Do I pursue this hobby, this profession, whatever I do? It's all about choices, and you get full control of your conscious mind, or most of the time you get control until your emotions start to take over, right? Subconscious mind is responsible for running your programs in the background, right? So it's like an operating system for your mind. If you think of Mac or Windows, it runs all the stuff in the background that you don't pay attention to. So instead of opening up Safari or Chrome or whatever and actually doing some work, it's keeping everything running in the background. That's your subconscious mind, and it does it all day, every day. And the intent of your subconscious mind, the job it has, is to run your life according to the way you see the world and according to your values. So the thing about that, your subconscious mind runs your body, runs all of your systems according to what you think about the world. So the value, the power of changing that is incredible, right? Because you can train it to be attuned to whatever you want, and now it will execute those programs automatically according to this new thought, this new belief, whatever that is. So the power for this is massive and is crazy. So there is this cool little trick that we use. I don't know if you've ever seen this in social media or not. It's kind of a popular topic right now, but essentially the exercise is you look around the room and you count how many red things are in your room right now, or you feel the vision if you're outside or whatever. And you just look around the room, count all the red things that you can see really quickly. And then as soon as we're done, we count how many red things we get. Then we look at it and we say, okay, how many blue things are in the room? And you don't have an answer because you weren't looking for blue things, right? You were looking for red things. And the reason I point this out is there's a piece of our brain called the reticular activating system. And what that does is it looks for what you expect. So if you expect red things, your brain starts to look for those things. If you expect blue things, your brain starts to look for those things. If you expect negative things, your brain starts to look for those things. If you expect positive things, your brain starts to look for those things. And that's where this gets really powerful. So if you're going about the world and you're expecting people to be very interested in what you have to say, and you're expecting people to be so excited that you're showing up today, you're going to find that more often than not. If your brain is expecting you to be socially awkward, to people not like your appearance, to people not value anything that comes out of your mouth, you're going to be more likely to experience that rather than the opposite, because your brain expects it already. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap into that system and program it, which is just incredibly powerful. So that's the subconscious mind and its power. The other piece is the impact of social media and all media, everything we consume on our subconscious mind. So everything we consume has an impact on us, right? And so the TV shows we watch, the social media we get into, the books we read, the people we hang out with, everything we consume has an imprint on our subconscious mind and our conscious mind. So this became really apparent to me when I was hanging out with my girlfriend and her best friend while we were in London. We were hanging out there. We finally relaxed from a couple months of solid traveling. and we just kind of wanted to chill. And their version of chill is watch these like reality TV shows, right? We're watching Married at First Sight. If anybody's seen Married at First Sight, like put a thumbs up in the chat. It's a really funny show where people get married right away, and it's like a reality show, right? You get into it. And you know, it's pretty funny and it can be really romantic at parts, but mostly it's a reality show. It's about drama, right? It's about people bickering, people fighting, all this stuff. And we're watching that for days, day after day, you know, 3, 4 days in a row. And I realized I was dreaming about these things. I was dreaming about couples getting in arguments. I was dreaming about people being deceitful and not and lying to other people and all this drama. And I realized I was waking up after dreaming this way with all this stress and anxiety that wasn't there before. It wasn't mine. And it was just reminding me how quickly everything we consume programs our subconscious mind. So there's this really common phrase, quote, whatever, that you are the 5 people that you hang around most, right? Super important. Surround yourself with successful people if you want to be successful, right? If we translate that over to our social media or media in general, think about the last 5 things that you consumed on social media, the last 5 articles that were in your feed, the last 5 TV shows you watched, the last 5 books you read, the last 5 YouTube videos, whatever it is. Just think about the message of those last 5 things and just think, how's that programming my brain? Is it a positive thing? Is it a negative thing? Am I watching things where the main character is not confident in himself and not able to produce and not able to get things done? Is he or she, are they always failing? Are they always going down? Or am I watching stuff where the main character is this person that I aspire to be, as I aspire to be, and they have all got everything handled? Are they happy? Are they sad? Are they whatever? So if you just think about the last 5 things you consumed, is that positive, negative, or medium? What do you think? If it's positive, put a 1 in the chat. If you think it's a positive thing, the last 5 things you've seen in media. If it's medium, put a 2. And if it's negative, put a 3. I'm going to join it. Nice. All right, about medium. Cool. Mine's positive. So I'm really, really cautious with what I consume. So mine's positive. It's positive stuff. I actually just watched some stuff on money mindset. So that being said, so we know what the power of the subconscious mind, super powerful. We know the influence of media on our subconscious mind. It can change the way the things that we think about most. And then we know the power of our brain expecting certain things, whatever we expect to be true, right? So now I'm going to show you how we can actually do that. So let's jump in and I'll show you my folder, what I do. So let's share the screen real quick. Yeah, Zoom. Come on, Zoom. All right, so share my screen. I'm gonna show you exactly how I do it every day, every morning. Okay. So, all right, you can see my screen. So we go to files and I have this, and normally I have this folder, morning and evening routine. That's what that says. It's kind of cut off. If we click in that, this has all the messages, images, Word docs, video files, audio files, whatever, that I want to program my mind with every day. And it's pretty funny that it's loading at this point. This cracks me up. Right when I want to show you guys what I'm working on, it's not going to load. Come on. There we go. All right. So that's perfect right there. So this is my morning and evening routine. So the first thing you notice here is it's got my vision board. So this is my vision board. If I rotate this real quick, you can see there's my vision board. I know exactly what I want in life and what I want to make come true. So it's got my vision board. So if I go back out, it's got my vision board. It's got some affirmations out here. I got an affirmation right here that I love how I'm radically honest every day and how it makes me feel so integrated and free. I know it's probably pretty hard to read that, but I can read it. That's what's important. So it's got some affirmations. This is a manifestation of my future life. So essentially my vision board written into words. So that's page 1, that's page 2. I know you're not going to be able to read that, but it's just a summation of that vision board I told you about. This is my financial statement. This is my Think and Grow Rich financial statement. My goal of $240,000 in 1 year from now, July 1st. So I recite this every day when I start the day and when I end the day. It's got some other things that are going on my future vision board, like a picture of a Mercedes. It's got some reminders that I'm on the right path. So if anybody's into like these numbers and what they mean, 1111 is supposed to be, you know, indications that you're on the right path. And when I see it, I just love it. So this is a screenshot of my girlfriend with 1111 behind her, just random. I saw it, took a photo. It's just a reminder that I'm on the right path. It's got some videos of things that I want to work on. So a lot of these are TikTok videos I'm going to show you how to download, and they're reminders of what I want to remember. And like this video,
she's the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm much better with her than without her.
It's about the power of having an amazing spouse, an amazing partner, and I like listening to that every day. Got stuff with my girlfriend in here because she is the love of my life, and I love that. I've got a manifestation video that my girlfriend actually put together.
Here's how the system works.
About
everything you could ever ask for.
You can manifest. And she put that together for me because she knows how much I love this stuff. I've got audio affirmations. I've got all kinds of stuff. I got a video here from Ed Milet about about the reticular activating system we just talked about, how to pull that forward. And I've got another video here about starting the day in an amazing way. It's a really high tempo video and it just gets started like crazy. I'll show you just a second.
Good fucking morning, you absolute fucking warrior. It's time to...
And it just keeps going from there, right? So this is just going to tell me everything that I want to start my day with, right? So I get to choose the thoughts that go into my subconscious mind every morning. And at the beginning of the day and the end of the day is when you're most connected to your subconscious mind. So by playing these right when I wake up, I'm actually programming my subconscious mind to say, this is what I believe. This is how I live my life. This is how I want to go about my day. And the power of doing that is super big and it's really easy to do. So just let me know who's following along. Like just put a 1 in the chat if this makes total sense. If you got a question, throw that in the chat as well. I'll check it out. I don't know how to see the chat while I'm screen recording, so I'm gonna stop that for just a second. Go over here to the chat. Cool. All right, so Norman, you got it. All right, let's jump back in then. Okay, so what platform does everybody use to check out social media? What's the one you use most? Is it Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube? Just throw that in the chat too. Reddit, cool. Reddit social media. I didn't even think about that one. That's super good. Cool. So you're a words guy. All right. I need some videos in my stuff. All right, cool. All right, to Reddit. So I'm going to show everybody how to do this on TikTok because I like the video format because it's got, usually words on there. So there's quotes. It's got audio, so you can hear it. It's got video, so you can see it moving, and it's all dynamic. So it's the most inputs, the most senses, and so it's the most powerful for me. And so I'm going to show you how to do this on TikTok, but you can just do this with whatever platform you got. All right, so let's dive into how to actually do the flow. So I'm just share the screen one more time. Cool. All right, so let's dive into TikTok, and then, like I said, apply this to whatever platform you want. Okay. So
what industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
So I'm going to pause this real quick. So for those of you, and I'm just checking, I got to let more people in. Yep, there we go. So when you use TikTok, I got to leave the phone here so the video doesn't move. When you use TikTok, if you haven't used it before, there's a couple really simple ways to get your feed to mirror what you want to do. So TikTok's super easy. You jump in here at the top, you've got STEM, following, and For You. So I'm just going to click to following. And For You, you can see those. So following is people that you follow. For You is like after you train TikTok, like I'm going to show you, it will give you more and more providers, influencers, whatever, pages like that. And so it'll give you the same message over and over in different ways, which is really cool because you can expand the network of people that you follow to get similar messages in different ways, which is really cool because when you hear something 3 times from different methods, you really start to pay attention. So the first thing you want to do is go to TikTok and just search for whatever you want to search for. So I've got some Codie Sanchez stuff. She's focused on buying businesses, which is really cool. I've got Joe Dispenza in here, which is focused on manifestation. I've got another thing I don't know about. I've got Moose and Squirrel from Rocky and Bullwinkle, and then I've got Money Mindset. So it's click money
You
mindset.
should not be spending money until you have so much money that you don't know what
All
to do
these
with.
different
Two
things
things. I live and die by a
And so you can just scroll through until you find
say
something
money
you
doesn't-
like.
How can
I saw one earlier.
If you
That is not
Stay
how
small
mine-
enough
if you have money,
But I like this one.
long enough, you'll be big enough.
So this is a video about how this guy made it as an entrepreneur. There's a guy that goes out and he interviews all these different people that he finds in amazing vehicles and asks them how they were successful, which is really cool concept because you can just learn all these guys' stories and they're so happy to help, right? So here's a video that I like. So once you search a topic, find a video you like, play through it, and when you like it, just hit the like button and the save button. So the bookmark button over here on the side. And then if you really like the folks, if you want to go in and check them out, just hit plus to subscribe. Or you can look through more videos and see if you want to subscribe first. Now that's the first thing I do. I save it and I bookmark it. Okay. Then I go in here and I hit more and I go and I find the hashtags and I'll just click one of these hashtags and see about more videos in the same vein. So this is, and here it has millionaire, has wealth, has entrepreneur, has financial freedom. That one sounds pretty cool to me. There's also mindset motivation. So I might go to mindset motivation, click that hashtag, and now it's
You have to become the kind of person that can
Listen to these.
go through
Be
it
fucking
and
fearless.
find more videos and more videos. And then when you go in
Listen
here,
to these words
see
very
if you like this
carefully.
video,
If you get fat,
bookmark it,
people think
follow
you
it,
eat too much.
Find out the
If
other
you lose weight,
hashtags and keep
people think
doing
you're
this.
sick. If you
And you keep doing this. And as you follow more pages like this, it's going to train your For You side of your video, side of TikTok. And so it's just going to give you this message over and over and over. So for me, I actually like a lot of platforms for different things. I use Facebook to keep in touch with my clients, my groups, that kind of stuff, host events. I use Instagram for purely fun stuff. And then I use TikTok for learning. And so my TikTok is actually tuned just to give me the messages I want to give me and to learn. And so when I get to TikTok, I only use this stuff. I use different platforms for different things. So when I go in here, I start following folks, I start bookmarking stuff, and I add the hashtags. And now when I go in
dress
here,
well, you're showing
I go
off.
to my For You
See you at the
page
top because
or my following page. These are
I
the
built
type of,
one of the world's first social media agencies
these
in
are the type of
2007, and I
videos.
sold it.
Act like the person you want to become. That's not fake it.
I was terrified out there.
Were you really?
Yeah.
This is my side hustle.
Making my way downtown.
And so there's a little funny stuff.
The concept
but
of
mostly-
act as if you are a millionaire is a concept that can
So there's some funny stuff in there, but when I go to the following side, it's mostly just sending me the same message over and over. How can I be a millionaire? Success mindset, motivational mindsets, all kinds of stuff around that side. So it's really powerful just to go on TikTok and give you the same message from different sources. Now, if you want to take a step further, this is the next step, and you want to put it in that folder. Let's say I really like this particular video, and it really stands out to me. So for any video I get, I like it, and I bookmark it so I can go back to it, and then follow those hashtags so that TikTok itself is giving me these messages. And I pull up TikTok every morning and I watch through a couple of videos, and it gives me these messages that I want to start my day with. And it also gives me some little tidbits of things I might want to learn later. And it's so short that it gives you a concept really quickly, and then you can go to YouTube to find it later if you want to learn more. So that's really powerful. Next piece is I want to save it to that folder if I really like it. And then that morning, I'm sure I can get the exact message I want every morning. So for that, you just come over here. Like I said, I'm going to save it. I'm going to bookmark it. I'm going to come to these arrows and I'm just going to hit save video. And that's going to save this video to my phone. Cool. And then it brings this up if you want to share it. I don't want to share this one. Now I'm just going to go to my photos real quick. And I'm going to select this photo. And then I'm going to hit share. And I'm going to save this to my files. And when I save it to my files, I'm going to save it to that folder, morning and evening updated folder. And so I save that there. And now when I go to my folder, I just click over here. Boom, now the video is here. And so every morning I wake up first thing in the morning and right before I go to bed, hit this folder and I play this video. And now I can play this.
The concept of
how to act like a millionaire. Act as a millionaire before you
transform your life and your understanding of.
And now I've got this message in my brain before I go to sleep. And so I'm dreaming about this message. And then when I wake up, well, I'm still groggy before I've had my coffee, before I've looked at anything else on my phone, before I've done anything to put any outside influence into my brain. I choose what to put in my brain. Now I can put this in here. Think Like a Millionaire. So I could put that into my brain to start the day before any outside influences get a chance to get into my brain. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop my screen share so I can tell you guys about this a little bit more. So that's the real importance here. That's the real power here, is now I can choose exactly what I want to go on my brain, rather than you wake up, you grab your phone, you open up Facebook, Instagram, news, whatever, and you get whatever message happens to give you that day. And when you're first waking up, you're really susceptible to programming. And when you go to bed, it's the same thing. So think about that. Think about taking the power of whatever message pops up first is what's going to go into my brain first, and that's going to have an influence on my day, versus I'm going to choose the message that I'm going to give myself to start this day off exactly how I want to, each and every day. So every day you have the power to start the day exactly the way you want to train your brain to be exactly what you want to. So Norwin is a client of mine, and I know his particular struggles. So Norwin, for you, you could put in there something that tells you exactly the opposite message of what you're working on, or an affirmation for exactly what you're working on this week or next week or the following week. It's like, man, I've really been struggling with this particular thing right now. What message do I want to put in there? So for me, you know, I had my big transformation and gave me a ton of confidence. But when I don't do hard things and I'm like slacking a lot, my confidence will lower and lower and lower. And so one of my affirmations is, I just love how confident and cocky I am, right? It's really simple. And I just put it in there and I read that every morning, and it just, like you chuckled, I chuckle, right? I'm like, I love how confident and cocky I am every morning. And I read that, I'm like, and I laugh at myself. And then when I walk through the day, I'm just like, yeah, I do love how confident and cocky I am, you know? And that's not the case when I wake up. When I wake up, I'm not particularly confident. I'm not particularly cocky. But when I read it, and especially when you write it like that, I love how I'm confident and cocky. It's like, oh, it must be true. I wrote it and I love it, so it must be a thing. And now my brain believes it. And now I see the world in that way. I see the world responding to me as me being confident and cocky. And that's the power of this thing. And you just saw how easy it is to do that, right? Like, this takes no time. You go on TikTok, find a few hashtags you like, start following them, start following pages, start tuning your TikTok, save the ones that are really important to you, put it on a folder, and then you just wake up and look at the folder. And then before bed, look at the folder. So that's really the whole thing. It's not really that hard, but it is super powerful. So my challenge to everybody here is, this is really easy. So just jump on this, try it, yell at me if it doesn't work, right? But give it a whack. And so for 21 days, this is how long it takes to build a habit. For 21 days, when you go to bed with these messages. Tune your TikTok a little bit, save 1 or 2 or 3, save a vision board, save whatever you got, you know, and put it in that folder. And then before you go to bed, right, the last thing you do, and right when you wake up, just look at these messages. That's it. Just do those things. And if you want to go to TikTok real quick and watch like just a couple videos to supplement that, you can do that. But the most important things are going to be what's in that folder. Go to that folder right before you go to bed, right when you wake up. Listen to those things. It's the last thing you end your day with and the first thing you start your day with. And do that for 21 days. And I bet you'll start to see the world in a different way. You'll start to hear those messages, and it will start to teach your brain that that's true. And you'll start to see those things that you expect in the world. That's the way your biology works and your neurons. So that's my challenge to you. Give it a whack. Try it out.